So y'all, this year for the SciAnts 2026 Partnerversary, the theme was James Pond the Tardigrade. And as always, all levels welcome, any medium welcome. And it's just to have some fun and show off the incredible talent of our community. And it is a themed character every year. First year was Antonia the Ant. Then we had Kevin the Aspergillus. We then had Morgan the Fruit Fly. And this year, James Pond the Tardigrade, a.k.a., as Coffee Rocks likes to say, Teddy. Because it's a moss piglet. Other rules of the gala, family friendly. James the Tardigrade, he likes to play dress up. He's got 8 legs. He can live almost anywhere. Now, again, with the science, there are over 1,000 species. So if you were to change James Pond's species, then he can live in any one of those locations at any part of the world, even outside of this world. Here is the inspiration that we've been talking a fair bit about today. There's our 2D character. There's the real life James swimming around. This is actually one of our images that we took underneath the microscope. And there's also a 3D James Pond right next to it. Again, not a competition. This was a gala meant to show off everyone's artwork and your ability to just have fun and make something educational. This is not the sticker that you'll be getting. We have since had a new sticker made. So if you anyone who participated in the gala, you will be getting a sticker. You'll be getting a limited edition SciAnts sticker. And I think that's it. I think that's all the rules that we need to go over. That's the whole take of it. So guys, we're gonna invite on TowardsNight.
Come on. Yeah. 1, 2. Science is missing. Where could this man just be? He's screaming, I have a family. Science, can you hear me, please? Yo, it's some free styles I'm gonna bring you. I say stay strong. Relax, science, baby. It won't take long. Cause you know that it's on. We just sent the homie James Pond. I said, science, relax. It won't take long. Just stay there and stay strong. About to get your party on. You'll be safe in no time cause we sent James Pond. Well, first, there's no failure. You gotta try different places. He's in Australia. Or maybe he just changed his pace. And instead of this earth, yo, he went in space. James Pond using disguises, he's the wisest, using ton mode. So now if the geysers try to burn him, he could just shut down and then come back cause that love abounds. I said, science, relax, please stay strong. Just chill, it won't take long. About to get the party on. Yo, we sent James Pond, License to Kill with the 007 kind of vibe, going up to heaven or to Africa, the character that you really love. This party's great cause the tardigrade is the one. Yeah, listen, yo, it serves to understand he's shaken, not stirring. He survives all this extreme radiation and hate. You know he'll erase it. Extreme cold and heat, he could just go deep. It doesn't matter cause he doesn't know no defeat. The lifespan in months, he could do this in a second. Yo, James Pond and Science are both legends. And so is Lita, Ilona, and Buster. Yo, he's got the kind of strength he can muster. Many dangerous animals try to stop him, but no, cause he's ready just to get this party poppin'. Science, relax, please stay strong. Just chill, you know it won't take long. Soon we'll get the party on, cause we sent the homie James Pond. He's 8 feet, yeah, that's how it is greatly. Know that he's the one that's gonna take the challenge. Yo, he's hard with love, smart enough to go to Antarctica. He's indestructible, trusted, yo, he's going farthest. Then Carmen, yeah, can't discard this guy cause he'll never die. He's immortal, he'll find science even if they have to travel portals. Feetsies, yeah, believe me, missing doctors, but now the teeth seems to be doing good. Yeah, it was broken. Yo, James Pond is serious. He's not joking because he's got to find science. Yo, please stay strong. Can you hear me, science? It won't take long. Soon we're going to get our party on because we got the guy that's named James Pond. Starvation, dehydration, doesn't matter. It will not erase him because he's right here just ready to rock. He knows today we're celebrating the birthday of Alona and the anniversary of this soldier. Tardigrades can survive anything. The party's gonna be great and heavy, kid, cause everybody's got that deep, deep love. You can't clown this guy, never that. It's up and away. Yo, he's so mighty. The tree of leaf, he could just climb these, ignite these people, cause when he comes, this man doesn't only save people, he just also knows to dance. So science, relax and stay strong. Just chill, cause it won't take long. We're gonna get you back to where you belong. We sent the homie James Pond. Suddenly James finds him, he just grabs him. He's like, what the heck just happened? He looks at his teeth, then he helps him fix it. Yeah, that's right. So listen. James Pond is bringing him along. Now no hologram, cause you know it's wrong. We gotta see science right here in the best. Lita, Alona, Buster, and science are the best. Now let's make this party great. Yo, thanks to the one and only Tardigrade.
We're now moving to the first art piece in your style. Here is Lara Gale's piece, the Andy Warhol of the tardigrade. This is one of our pond tardigrades. Check that out. Beautiful Andy Warhol style. Beautiful work as always. We then have a piece from MrKolMan. This is a painting by MrKolMan. I don't know what the medium for this is, if it's watercolor or not, but I really like that it's the see-through tardigrade, which Lodoch was talking about earlier. So a lot of the pond water tardigrades are very on the see-through side of things. So it's like a nice illustration of it. It's also, the tardigrade has the eye spots and all the limbs too. So we've got a morphologically accurate tardigrade. Yeah, look at that. And it's also a nice underwater piece too. Again, that's why I suspect like pond water specimen for us. Very, very cool piece. Guys, next up is Tommyplodocus. I'm going to plug Tommy's, there he is. Tommyplodocus, y'all, is a special kind of beautiful. Tommyplodocus, guys, is a long time friend of this crew. And he did it as bear time because he knows that the bear time drives me up the wall. And yet he decided to put a tardigrade into a lumberjack outfit as if they were from Canada. And now he's a bear in a red Mackinaw with hungry dogs at bay and springtime thunder in his sudden roar. I don't actually know if that's the lyrics, but I want to hear it again, Tommy. I also don't know what a Mackinaw is. Is it really in his sudden roar? I don't know what that means. That's what I hear, but like, you know, I love this piece. It's a very, very good tardigrade. Tommy, also, just a silly aside, I like the shading. I like the shading of it, Tommy. I really, really like the shading of it. I don't know why, Tommy, but it just hits quite right. I'm like, yeah, I like this. This is great. Next up is Ghost Glass. I really like this one. I don't know if Ghost Glass is here, but this reminds me of space. And so it feels like the tardigrade flying through space, which, fun story, if you did not know, tardigrades can survive the vacuum of space. And so it's a beautiful, I don't know, like if it is supposed to be space or not, but I really like it if it's a space element of it, like almost going through a wormhole and surviving across, you know, the eons. It's a great set of colors too. The background texture looks really good. Even Liren, minus the tardigrade, the colors are very appealing. Like I like the color combo that was picked. And then I like the tardigrade. I like that he's brown as well. Do y'all know the reason why? Scientific reason for the melanin on here. We have found in many a scientific paper that if tardigrades have any flavor of melanin pigment, usually that has to be associated with resistance to radiation. And so that's what you're seeing here. Probably is if they are in space, they're having that radiation resistance. At least that's going to be my take to it, right? Usually the darkened ones are much more resistant to radiation. So there was actually a species discovered a few months ago that we talked about, darker in color, and they actually took the gene that encoded for the melanin in that tardigrade and put it into human cells and then radiated them. And they found the human cells survived better with the tardigrade gene under radiation, showing that melanin was actually protective. Next up is our friend IcedCoffeeFreakk. I like the theme of this a lot. So very nicely captured tardigrade face. We've got all the arms and we got a coffee. And they are, in fact, I don't know if it's ice though. This looks like to me a warmed coffee. Let's read the description here. Barista James. Yes, barista. And then here we go with the white outline around it too, so you can see some of the detailing. So this was made by our friend IcedCoffeeFreakk, James Pond the barista. Guys, we're gonna switch over to Turgis's piece. He built something in Grounded 2. In Grounded 2, Turgis built something. So let's check out in the video game Grounded 2 what item Turgis made. Guys, Turgis was working on this for 12 hours. Oh god, there it is. Oh my god. Oh, good lord. Oh my god, y'all. That I don't. How do we have to like run back to see this? Oh.
So,
Holy heck. What angle can I even get to see this? I think we have to go the other way.
I like your pants around your pants.
Holy.
little feetsies! Look at its little feetsies!
All right, two side of a view. Where do we even go to see this? That is huge. Turgis, where do we see this? I feel like we have to spawn like a mile away to see this. Oh my god. How did you even get this to work? Oh my god. Y'all, look at that. Wow. I'm gonna hide myself here. Guys, look at that. Turgis, how the heck did you even do this? I'll come back for this. This is like Turgis, a Minecraft level of build. Let's see where. Oh. Oh, it's just loose grass. Oh, this is. There it is. I see. That is amazing. Look at that, y'all. Wow. Beautiful work, Turgis. Turgis, beautiful, beautiful piece. Please go follow the lovely Mr. Turgoose, leader of the Turgoslings, right now if you've not already. Turgis, thank you very much for this beautiful artwork and for sharing this with us. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. This is a submission from Mr. Goose's kiddo. There is another tardigrade for us. Very nice. Which gosling was this, Mr. Turgis? That's a really cool one. That's a very unique one, too. I really like how that one turned out. It is good. Yeah, yeah. I think he's 15. I think he's 15, right, Mr. Goose? Yeah, 15. Yes, yeah. I like this one a lot. Very good eye for this. Good color combo, good shading, good all around, all the pieces. Very, very nicely done. Yeah, I think, yeah, great, very good job on this. Very nice. I really, really like how this turned out. Very beautiful done. Guys, that is, again, Mr. Turgis. This is our friend CreativelyEmma. Indiana Jones Tardigrade. I think this is a really cool piece. This is a super, super well done one. Look at that. Even got the grail. I can't remember now if Emma streams. Let me make sure. Here is the link tree for Emma. We'll grab the link tree and throw it into the chat for her. There we go. There's the link tree for CreativelyEmma. Actually, maybe I'll go ahead and check that, y'all. Not everyone posted like the socials they wanted us to share, so I just want to make sure that okay, it looks like there is no Twitch page on here. So guys, go check out the link tree for CreativelyEmma and Indiana Jones as a tardigrade. Look at that. I really, really like the face. I super like the face and the shading underneath. I'm a sucker for a good shadow. Looks really, really good. The whip is being cracked. The grail belongs in a museum. It's got it all. It's got it all, y'all. So that is Indiana Jones as a tardigrade. Tardigrana Jones? Tardigrada Jones? Tardilicious Jones? All of the things there for our tardigrade. The next one, guys. This person has been around since before we were a partner. Was part of our partner Poosh. Socks is running around here. Ambassador Poosh and beyond. Of course, is Queen Coffee Rocks. Queen Coffee Rocks, y'all. The lovely Queen Coffee Rocks has made us a tardigrade out of food. We haven't had an entry in the food and drink category since Coffee Rocks the very first time. When we made Antonia, the Antonia one was the only time we had one made in food and drink style. So, Twinkie body, Colby cheese stick legs, Honey Nut Cheerio mouth, and chocolate chips never made it. The coffee, can I just tell you, madame, the Honey Nut Cheerio mouth was brilliant. That's what sells me on this too. Like the body of the Twinkie, like yes, that's a great shape of the body. The cheese bits work for the leg, but the mouth, that's that very silly, unique mouth that a tardigrade has. Y'all, perfect one to have that little circle mouth with the Cheerio. Beautiful work, Queen Coffee Rocks. Beautiful, beautiful work. Guys, this was from Queen Coffee Rocks. Mechaholic up next. Y'all, this does not look... This looks like some kind of crazy porcelain piece. Let me give y'all the specs before we blow it up. 60% modeled in Sculptress, 25% in MS 3D Builder, 5% in Illustrator, 5% FreeCAD, printed on PLA Prusa Mini, and then painted. Mechaholic. This is wonder. Mechaholic. My first reaction to this was that it's the way that you did the painting of it, especially, is that it's some kind of fine china or like porcelain piece. If you can usually tell if it's 3D printed. I could not. That's why I said like the way it was painted. Like yeah, some flavor of ceramic, porcelain, china. Either way, beautiful work. Foam earplug dipped in paint. Oh. To make the texture. Sorry, I was like, Mechaholic, no, you just told me it was 3D printed. I don't think this is I was like, wait, the whole thing is a foam earplug? No. No, this is beautiful. Yeah. Like crystal, right, yeah. 3D printed, so it's not the resin print, it's the other one, the PLA. Absolutely beautiful Mechaholic. Doubling up on last year's 3D printed fruit fly that you made. Mech also had a custom 3D printed fruit fly last year. Really leveling that up on the tardigrade. Love the paintwork on this. Absolutely that porcelain feel to it. Very ceramic-y. From the lovely Mechaholic. Mech. Beautiful piece. All right, next up. Next up, y'all. DC Vignette today, aka Mr. Moo. James Pond as a tardigrade. James Pond as a tardigrade has come to life. I love the eyes. What do y'all think? I think this is a great piece. I like the texture of him. The eyes make him seem like he'd be a great pet and or a snuggle bug. As a James Pond as a tardigrade. Did I missay it? James Pond the Tardigrade as a Pokemon? Did I missay it, Lodoch? I may have very well missaid it. As a Pokemon, yes. Giving you a Perry. He does feel a little Perry the Platypusy with his colors, yeah. Doesn't have the right hat. Doesn't have the right hat for it. And that's the only way that we knew that he was Secret Agent Perry the Platypus and not just a regular platypus, right? All depends on if he was wearing the hat or not. No hat, so we don't know if it's Perry the Platypus or a different platypus. Love the hands too, and then the little speckles on them make it seem like the algae that usually these animals eat, kind of going through the gut. So a really, really neat look to him. Very nice texture, very good look, like the nose too. Kind of the moss piglet vibe of him is kind of coming through with the pig nose. So yeah, that is from Mr. DC Vignette today. As we know him, the lovely Mr. Moo has made this one. And again, I think Moss Piglet inspired too, yeah. Next up, I want to make sure I get their handle right. Lord Spew. The lovely Lord Spew. Guys, this is Lord Spew's piece. That is a really, really good one. He looks like he's all on the side of the dried out tardigrade. Like he's going into the tongue state, so he's kind of shrunken down and shriveled a little bit. Yeah, his animation was on Adult Swim, which is kind of wild, yogurtgarol, right? To think about that we've got like such a professional, like TV show, fancy level person in the community too, in terms of their artwork. But yeah, I really, really like the vibe and feel of this guy. It looks like it's the shriveled look, as well as like, right, even like the puckered lips too, and having that shriveled bit and getting smaller. Because that is what happens with the tardigrades when they're drying out. They do squeeze together a little bit and form like a nice rotund ball, if you will. Yeah, this is wonderful. I absolutely adore it. Great colors too. I really like the yellow and the pinks coming together. I feel like that's a great fit. Like again, there's scientific accuracy to it. It just, I don't know. I don't feel weird by it. I just feel like it's great. I just feel like it's fun. It'd be great in a TV show, you know, as like a little side character. Guys, that was Lord Spew. Next up, oh my God. Werewolf, we didn't get the Instagram link, WerewolfCas. This is WerewolfCas's piece. It's looking into my soul as well. Yeah. Werewolf, if you're out there, this was like a scary episode to me. Seeing it even as an adult, it freaked me out. It was freaky, Sparky, okay? It was freaky. Yes, it was good. It was freaky. You, Werewolf, you nailed it. You absolutely nailed it. You 100% nailed this. It has the exact same emotional feel and horror show that was in from the original. Horrifying. In the most beautiful of way. Like, I'm like hit with the emotion of fear and like just recapping for that episode with that, the weird accent and like the weird sound effects as they're coming towards, oh. Beautimus to the Maximus, but absolutely horrifying. I love it, Werewolf. I love it so very much. For any Doctor Who fan, I feel like this is a must-see piece of artwork. Next one is the lovely Ume. Ume says, before we make it big, James wanted to cosplay a bear. Water bear? Teddy? Oh my god, Ume. This is so clever. This is so... Do y'all see how clever this is? Without the headpiece... No. Look, without the headpiece, the nose of the bear is the tardigrade mouth, and then it has the eyes. And then it puts on the head, the little ears, and now it looks like a bear nose. Isn't that brilliant? That, like, it is so clever. This was so clever. I have not pre-screened these, so I did not register to me. So the first thing I saw was this bottom one with the bear ears. And I was like, oh, Ume stitched on a bear head onto the body of a tardigrade. Until I saw this one, I'm like, no, it's a full-on tardigrade with bear ears as the Ume. All right. Brilliant. And go tell them on their stream too. That was clever as sin. That is very, very clever. Ume, beautiful work. Not just from the crochet perspective. It looks very well done. It looks super soft, like, again, snuggly. But on top of that, Ume, just like the brilliance of it. Really, really like this. And again, totally tricked me because my eye went to that bottom one. And because, oh, look, a bear stitch on a tardigrade's body, that's clever too. Let's not kid ourselves. That's also clever because it's a water bear. But the moment that I looked at that other image, I'm like, oh God, wait a minute. I know what's happening here. Oh, that is genius. Ume right there, y'all. UmeNoAme, crushing it on the tardigrade art. Look at that. Free-handed too. Holy heck. Crocheted painted acrylic eyes from the lovely UmeNoAme. The next one, y'all, is EllaRayne with a disco tardigrade. This was made by EllaRayne. EllaRayne's piece, y'all. Let's see. Do we have the medium here? Disco tardigrade. Internal anatomy of a tardigrade. Check that out. Look at that. That was the painted tardigrade. Internal anatomy. We then had Sparky Pugwash. Let me read the description. Cute quilt of a kawaii tardigrade in space. Which I think is brilliant for multiple reasons. Tardigrades can survive the vacuum of space. Right? These are also super cutie patootie. Right? You have the right number of limbs, too. You got the 8 arms, or 8 limbs total on there. You have the little circular mouth. They got the eye spots. So this is a scientifically accurate tardigrade. And on top of the scientifically accurate tardigrade, it's also in space. And there's... They are... Yeah. Wait a minute. They are slightly see-through. Look at that, y'all. Look at that, because you can see it just like the real tardigrade. Oh, Sparky. Sparky Pugwash. And you use the dopey eyes on it, too, just like it has. Yo! That's so cool. I do very much enjoy that. They have such goofy eye spots, y'all. They're presumably just used for light sensing, but they look dopey like the little googly eyes, just like Planarian's googly eyes. Very clever. Very, very clever, Sparky. Love the look of it. Space theme, see-through, anatomically correct. That's a beautiful SciComm piece right there if I ever saw it. Love it, Sparky Pugwash. Love it. Next up is our incredible friend, Blaze Winterborne. Blaze has made a theme each year of doing... Every year, Blaze has participated. And every year, the characters are, we like to pretend they're mafiaing each other. The caption for this: in an unusual turn of events, James Pond found himself undercover on the other side of the table. The stakes are high, but the odds are still in the house's favor. No more bets. Pencil sketch on A5 paper. Blaze past years has done also artwork. Again, pencil sketches of the other characters either playing pool, being in a poker area, very mafioso kind of feel to it. Yeah, like the dogs who play poker. Yeah. So guys, this is Blaze artwork. Please go check out all things Blaze Winterborne. Blaze Winterborne. Right on there. Guys, the next one is Wylde Katz, Cats of Wylde, Wylde of Cats. And this is from our friend Wylde Katz for their tardigrade in your style. The water bear is going to get you. The water bear is going to get you pretty quickly, I think. It does. I can't tell if it's post-feeding, but it may very well have been post-feeding. That it may be munched on. Maybe it's munching on something. Either way, I really like, the predatory tardigrade. Plus, then I also enjoy, it has that nice moss piglet feel to it. Guys, that is the water bear from Wylde Katz, Cats of Wylde, Wylde of Cats. Wonderful work, Wylde Katz. Next up is the Tolkien Tau. Now, I'm going to read this description before we gigantify it. Pagliacci is an Italian opera by Ruggero Leoncavallo about the head of an acting troupe who murders his cheating wife and her lover during an onstage performance. Here's my interpretation of James Pond in the title role, made with Sharpie creative markers on watercolor paper. The writing is the final line of the opera after all the murder. La commedia è infinita. Comedy is finished. That is really, really clever. From Tolkien Tau. Pagliacci. I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that we would have seen a reference to this made as a tardigrade, but it right on works. That is like the right reference. That's the right appearance. That's all of it. Tolkien Tau. That is a wonderful piece. That is a wonderful, well done. I like the description too. I like the kind of the quick summary, right, as to why, when, and how. And then this take to it too. Very, very nice. Very well done. Very clever. Guys, the next one is Dark Muppeteer. Dark Muppeteer, question for you. How resource intensive is this? The reason I ask Dark Muppeteer is, will it kill the computer, or is it low resource intensive where we can run it? I have not run it yet, to be totally honest with you, Dark Muppeteer. I didn't want to see it ahead of time. I have not tested anything. How resource intensive are we to make this work? That's just so that we don't freeze and kill the stream. But this was from our friend Dark Muppeteer, who made a game. In fact, they did. Windows desktop app that will need to be downloaded. There is the itch page for it. Pocket Tardigrade. It's super cutie patootie. Looks like there's a couple of oh, it's like a Tamagotchi. See, but my rig's fairly good. I can't say for sure. Okay, what do you want me to do, Dark Muppeteer? Do we want to? I could do one of two things. We can try it now and hope the stream doesn't die, or I can download it later on, and then show it off tomorrow. I can do either one. You can, our artist. It looks like you can feed it. Yeah, you can in fact feed it. There's all the buttons there for it too. This is our friend Dark Muppeteer. You can feed it. It looks like you can water it, and you can bathe it? I forget what the last button was on here. From Dark Muppeteer. What would you like me to do, Dark? You tell me. Do we go for it? Do we go for broke? Download it? Oh my god, that's so cute. Wait, Dark, how do I move it? Alright guys, let's check out the game. Pocket Tardigrade. Oh, it's awake. Let's give it some food. Squash him? So, Dark Muppeteer, if we let him dry out, does he go into the ton state? Is that what I was saying? Oh! That is incredible. The tardigrade dried out. Look at that. He's in the ton state. That is adorable. Wow. Instead of Tamagotchi's Tardigrade, it's Tardy Boy 3000. Oh, he's back. Look, 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 look. Oh, that's cool. Oh, and we need to clean him. Nice. This one, Embalmed Apple, was made by a Dark Muppeteer who's in the chat. Dark Muppeteer, again, here is the shout out for Dark. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful game dev. I'm not gonna, okay, don't feed him. It's against my better idea to not feed him, but he's starting to draw. Do we still give him water? Oh, good lord, he's shriveling. Oh, he ton stated on the shriveling side of things too. Was it because of the water or the food? Must have been the food. Oh, no, wait, no. Oh, we died. We died. No, I've been dragging the food to the mouth. That I was able to figure out. Guys, this is super, super cute. On top of it being super, super cute, it is free to download. And you could actually simulate all things Tamagotchi. That is a really, really clever one. I like that a lot. Thank you for Dark Muppeteer. Wait, you can rotate the toy. Oh, well, hold on. With RMB. Whoa. No. Oh, you stop. You stop that. Y'all see that? Oh, it quit. It quit. Did y'all see it quit? The app quit when I turned off the power. Stop that. That is clever. Oh, that is clever. SciAnts 4th Annual Art Challenge and Gala 2026. The volume works too. Oh, that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Dark Muppeteer, what a wonderful work. Is this... I'm so sorry. Is this the first Tamagotchi you've ever made? Because this is like a very polished Tamagotchi artwork. Like, I feel like this is a very, very cleanly and very well done piece. Even like the cleverness of turning it off kills the app. Like, yeah, it records the best lifetime. Where does it record it? Let's see. Oh, he does become bigger. Nice. Look at that. Options cog. Oh, personal best 2 minutes and 24 seconds. That is wonderful. Dark Muppeteer, GG's on this. That is lovely, sir. That is absolutely lovely. Great game. Great game. Next up, I did the little heart thing. Now I know we're there. is Tatum 44. Tatum making the internal anatomy of the tardigrade on an Etch-a-Sketch. On a freaking Etch-a-Sketch. Y'all, I feel like you outdid yourself yet again, Tatum. I feel like you yet again outdid yourself. You can see the embryos, you can see the gut, you can see the nervous system, the mouthpiece, all of it. Like, yeah, there's the neurons and the nervous system running. There's the embryo stage. There's the gut running down. There's the butt. Yeah, scientific drawings on an Etch-a-Sketch. Yeah, and that's the wonderful Tatum. The wonderful Tatum on this. Blew it out of the water. Etch-a-Sketch by Tatum of the anatomy of a tardigrade. Even had the eye spots in here, too. Look at that. Wow. I don't know how, like, how can you, this is Tatum. I'm like speechless. He live streams this, so you can see him working on this, and it doesn't matter. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Blew it out of the water, as always, Tatum. This Etch-a-Sketch. Next up, guys. Next up is the one, the only, Kelsifer Heckin' Belsifer, Kells Bells. Crocheted another one of the SciComm characters, and the caption reads, I didn't have time to make pants around your pants, or pants around his pants. Y'all, there are all things Kelsifer Belsifer, including but not limited to a Patreon, a throne page, a fourth wall, and so much more. Please go drop her a follow. I have a family. Incredibly talented artist. I've got several Kells pieces in my home, including multiple fish hats. We have many of fish hats in the home. We have last year's Kells fruit fly plushie hanging out upstairs with me. We've got a Kells goblin in Munchkin's room that she calls the Grinch. So it was a chaos goblin from Kells Bells that she crocheted, and Munchkin decided it looked like the Grinch, so it's now the Grinch. We have a Kells C-3PO in Munchkin's room that Munchkin calls Cookie, because Munchkin thinks it looks like a gingerbread man from the Grinch video game. Please, y'all, go drop a follow on Kells. Support her. She's live every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. Honestly, makes me weepy. Makes me weepy in how sweet she is. Kells, this is beautiful, madame. Absolutely beautiful. You crushed it. The mouth too, ma'am. I feel like it's hard to get stuff to like stand when you're like, you have a circle and then you have to have something come outward. Great piece, madame. Look at this tardigrade. Oh my god. And they have the superhero outfit on it too. Guys, this is also Kells' card that she dropped in. The next up, though, is EloveArt, who is here with us, right? Meow, in fact. Let me do the shout out for EloveArt. There is the Twitch page, and here is the blue ski for EloveArt. There is the blue ski for y'all to go check out. James Pond, the Tardigrade Mermaid, hand-drawn sticker, drawn freehand with a black Sharpie pen and midliner pens. Scales were added with a white gel pen. Finally put a vinyl laminate on top and hand cut it. The Tardigrade Mermaid, y'all. Beautimus to the Maximus. I really like how this one turned out. I really like it. That is a very fit looking tardigrade too. Also, Elove, you got the mouth quite like beautifully right. The tardigrade mouth. I know it's a common occurrence here with the tardigrade mouth that we have a chuckle about it, but it's right on point. Coffee Rocks used because Coffee Rocks did the food and drink tardigrade Cheerio to make the mouth. Y'all have been absolutely crushing it on these. Really, really well done. Nice. And I like that it's signed too. Signature is critical. Signature is critical. He's very shredded. He's very, very shredded. And it's a nice ode as well because there's a lot of marine tardigrades. And actually, eloveart, marine tardigrades look very, very different than your normal lake tardigrades or even like the mosses and lichens. And some of them do have these extra tail flourishes. So this isn't just like, oh, it's fun because it looks like a mermaid. No, there are actually oceanic tardigrades that have these like extra accoutrements that look very much like this. So this is a nice ode to the other kinds of tardigrades that are also identified. See, even Turk is like, oh, look, a marine tardigrade. My God. My God. Beautiful work, Elove. Beautiful work. Heart the heck out of that. Speaking of love, We All Live in a Yellow Tardigrade by Smikeseas24. Check that out, y'all. Oh, that is clever. Smikeseas has been doing a lot of these metal themes. Every year, I think it's been like some flavor of like metal automaton. And this year, it's a submarine tardigrade. Oh, that's a good one there. I love the lighting. It makes it seem like it's ominous down below. And then, have y'all seen this? I don't know if y'all noticed this. I'm just now noticing it as I'm like looking on the screen. There's little characters inside the submarine. There's the ant. That could be Jeffrey, the planarian, or it could be Ellie the nematode. There's Kevin the aspergillus fungus. Oh no, there's Jeffrey. So there is that must be Ellie there. That must be Ellie. Bud is driving. Oh, but you can't see him. I gotcha. I thought Smikes for a second there. I thought Bud was sticking out the front. I thought Bud was sticking out the front there. Look at that. That's really clever. Jeffrey in the hat. That is Bud's. Oh, okay, nice. Heck yeah. Yeah, Bud's right there. Bud the budding yeast. Oh! Next up is Liren. I'm going to go ahead and drop Liren's Ko-fi into the chat so y'all can see. Liren does a lot of artwork that they share onto the Discord. Some really beautiful stuff, and this is no exception. Translucent tardigrades always look like little galaxies to me, so here's one blending into space. Look at that one. I love that take to it. It does kind of look like a whole new galaxy inside of the tardigrade. And so you can see, like, that is a right-on great interpretation. Also feels a little Star Trek-y, right? Because, like, the Star Trek Discovery had a interstellar tardigrade for the warp drive, right? So it's like a really neat interpretation of how it travels through like the wormholes and whatnot, right? Liren, beautiful piece as always, guys. There was the Ko-fi link, one more Ko-fi link as well. Here is the link for y'all to go check out Liren on the Ko-fi. Lovely artist, Liren. I do want to say, Liren, you share a lot of, well, not a lot of stuff, but whenever you do share on the Discord for your art, it's always exceptional. I really, really love seeing everything you make. So thank you so very much for participating in the SciAnts Tardigrade Art Gala. Again, yet another year, blew it out at the park. Next up, y'all, is our incredible friend Chris. Chris is not a streamer, but an artiste extraordinaire. There are all things Chris right there with the link tree and the Instagram. For everyone who participated this year, spoiler alert, this is the sticker that you're getting. This is the sticker that you are getting if you participated in the SciAnts Art Gala this year. This is the Vitruvian grade, or the Vitruvian tardigrade. It's whimsical, it's beautiful, and it's super well done. Super, super well done. I really enjoyed too, like the movement of the arms, right? As you're seeing like as it's moving, right? Like the less thick ones and the thicker lines and the thinner ones. It's super, super good. Look at that. Same with the legs down below. That was from the lovely Kris. Incredible work. Next up, y'all, is Sabres. Here is their link for Sabres. Here we go. There is the link for Sabres. And this is, all right, the caption is Duel Time. Rewatching Yu-Gi-Oh! And thought James would look cool in the uniform. Next to him is Paleozoic. Check this out. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle of a tardigrade from Yu-Gi-Oh! And an Opa heckin' Binya. I love Opa Binyas. In fact, my little brother and I and my sister, we have a joke about Opa Binyas. My little brother had an action figure of an Opa Binya as a kid. I don't know who has an action figure of an Opa Binya as a kid, but my brother did. And he's telling my sister and I, he's like, this is an Opa Binya. And my sister and I are like, what the heck is an Opa Binya? That's not a real thing. And he's like, no, it's a real thing. And he shows us, like, oh, you're making that up. And he goes, no. And then we Googled it, and no, sure enough, there is in fact a real creature. There it is. An ancient creature called an Opa Binya. There we go. There's your Opa Binya right there, drawn next to Yu-Gi-Oh! James Pond. Great work, right, JC? The next entry is from yogurtgarol, the Canadian supermodel. James Pond Under the Sea, made from all spare Lego pieces with bonus mermaid friends. Guys, if you've not already, y'all have not already checked out yogurtgarol, making an Under the Sea James Pond with bonus Lego bits and characters surrounding from the Little Mermaid hanging out with James Pond. Yogurt, this is wonderful. Man, you know what gets me is the mouth. Everyone's been so creative on the goofy mouth that the tardigrades have. It's not just on our art piece, right? That's what the mouth they have in real life. And everyone's come up with clever ways to make their mouths, like their dopey looking mouth, work in their art style. Yogurt, you even have the claws on this guy. Look at that, y'all. Even has the little claw bits put on in there. And has some algae that's in the belly, because, you know, there we go. There's the algal bits that they eat. This can also be a ode to the fact that they're also carnivorous at certain times, right? We've got the bonus piece of a crab because of the invertebrate relationships that they have, right? There's a lot of science to this. Also, if we wanted to go down the route, these little bits here, if they are not algae in the belly of the organism, because it is under the sea, if it's a saltwater tardigrade, then they have these appendages anyway, so then there you go. Right? So this is not only referencing the evolutionary history with the crab and potential diet, with the algae, it could be referencing the fact that it's a saltwater tardigrade and therefore will look different and have all these extra appendages on there. So there's a lot of deep-rooted science into this. S tier, 100%. Look at that, beautiful Lego tardigrade, y'all. Next one is Mellemony. Best gosh darn lemon artist on the entire platform that is Twitch. Her caption is, image traveling through space and time. All the experiences and piercings you might want to pick up. And on the opposite side of the galaxy, being reunited by your tiny water bear offspring. That maternal instinct is strong. Look at that tardigrade. Look at that tardigrade. And there's the Baba tardigrade too. I also like that it is in fact have all the piercings as well. So right here, space traveling tardigrade. So what's critical about this is the color. So Scully, the melanin pigment in tardigrades that has been identified is known to be one element of what protects them from radiation. And so you would not see the clear tardigrade in space because it would have the radiation would end up hitting it. It would start breaking the DNA and would start shortening the lifespan. It would kill it. However, this tardigrade can survive the horrors of space because it does have the melanin pigment throughout. So it makes sense on many a scientific level. This is great. This is great from the artistic perspective. It's expressive. The colors are great, everything. But also on the science side of things, it makes sense too. That it would have that ability to survive through the journey of space. Also, I really like the noodly arms that he's got. They're very, very noodly. And it's a great feel to it. Very nice. That is from Mellemony. Next up, y'all, is Mr. Heckin' Brain. So we're going to have to open this. We're going to open it here. One sec, y'all. Mr. Brain did a D&D. Oh, hold on. Did D&D. Formatting and editing was taking way too long, but I want to share the actual construction of the tardigrade D&D playable race. I'll be finishing all the flavor text and adding bonus James Pond character sheet in the next week or so. So it's a, let's see, custom race. I'm going to be make the character this week. Okay, very cool. Custom race in the D&D universe from Mr. Brain. So, Tardigradian. So, dear tardigrades, my adorable little water bears, my precious little moss piglets, you're getting so big. It's time you left our cozy drop of H2O and explored the big world. Oh, the three little tardigrades? I love that. Your tardigradian character has the following abilities due to their nature. It's the ability score increase, the constitution. I know these words, y'all, because of Viva La Dirt League. That is probably not the intentional reason I should know these words, but that's where I know it from. Increase, typically mature by age of 4 and lifespan of 40 years. Alignment driven by base instincts of their ancestors. Most tardigradians are unaligned, being unconcerned with the constructs of society and morality. Stand between 3 and 4.5 feet long, average pound 80. Yours is small. Base walking speed is 25 feet. You also have a secondary ability movement of your Sabres. Cryptobiotic shield. You can transfer your body into Ton, a small desiccated ball. Ooh, this is clever. Resistant to all damage types except force and psychic. Advantage on constitution saving throws and immunity on the poison condition. Movement speed is reduced to 0. Gain no benefit from bonuses. Incapacitated and restrained conditions. +2 to the attack score. AC? I think. AC? I don't know the details. The condition ends after 10 minutes if your hit points are reduced to 0. Additionally, you may end this condition voluntarily as a bonus action. Once the condition is ended, you will receive a level of exhaustion, remain incapacitated and restrained until the start of your next turn. Only the level of exhaustion received in this way can be removed during the long rest. Armor class makes them harder to hit when they goes up. Oh, heck yeah. All right, nice. Apologies, y'all. I'm newbie galore when it comes to this. Fey Ancestry. You have an advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep. Natural weapon. You are proficient with your unarmed strikes. The claws at the end of your arms allow you to deal 1d4 damage on hit. You can speak, read, and write common and additional languages of your choice. The populations of the D&D have evolved into distinct sub-races, characterized by environments in which they adapted to live. Water bear, aquatic. Moss piglet, forested. Ooh. Water bears are at home in the water and develop the ability to mold their aquatic environment to their will. Ability score increase. Your strength score increases by 1. Speed. You have swimming ability. Swimming speed equals 75% of your movement speed or 20 feet, whichever is greater. If all other movement speeds are reduced to 0 feet, the movement speed is also reduced to 0 feet. Cantrip. You know the shape water bear cantrip. Stronger strikes. The damage die for your unarmed strikes is 1d6. Moss piglet. Moss piglets are one with the forest, using dense vegetation to their advantage. Ability score increase. Your dexterity increases by 1. Speed. You have a climbing speed of 15 feet, and you're unaffected by difficult terrain created by your own magical effects or while in terrain forest. Cantrip. You know the mold earth cantrip. After using the attack action for swifter strikes, you can make an additional unarmed strike with your claw. You can use this feature once per turn and have a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. All uses are replenished at the end of the short rest. Mr. Brain, nicely done on the creation of the tardigradian. Also, Mr. Brain, can I just say, I love how you did this end to it, the font formatting. That is a very, very good look to it with like the ancient appearance. Beautimus, Mr. Brain, Beautimus. Great work, Mr. Brain, all around. Very good incorporation of the science behind it. I especially enjoyed hold on. The cryptobiotic shield, which is actually what it's called there. All right, guys, next up is the one, the only, the legendary MsArtRulz. Guys, MsArtRulz, let me quote this. Bob Ross Tardigrade in Gnaush. Bob Ross Tardigrade in Gnaush form. Happy little tardigrade trees. And you get to see the tardigrades in here as well. Check that out, guys. Also, MsArtRulz, very clever on incorporating of how you pulled in the mouth, of doing the beard around the little circular mouth bit. That turned out very, very well. I like that a lot. This is Gnaush. Yes, it is Gnaush. Thank you, actually, MsArtRulz, for adding that to the description as well. Gnaush art piece of the tardigrade as Bob Ross, making the happy little trees, or the tardigrade cheese, actually, as well. Gouache. It's pronounced gouache. Well, someone told me Gnaush. Gouache, then. Gouache. Gouache. The Roy, yeah, she got the Roaring Dino Tulip Bruja. That's what they say on British TV shows. Gnaush. Now I don't know who's pulling my leg on this one. Oh, the cooking shows. That's okay. So I knew it was a real thing. Yeah, chocolate ganache. Okay, gouache. Why is it pronounced gouache if there's so many letters in there? All right. Yes, I have been. I was absolutely confusing it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. It was like, it looks like goulash, but with chocolate. The word, if I will say. Beautiful work, MsArtRulz. Next up is our friend dubdeemoe. James made with embossing powder, ready for the winter storm with the leg warmers. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is from our friend dubdeemoe. There's a shout out. This is wonderful. Look at that. That tardigrade looks very snug. This looks wonderful and very, very toasty. I also like that there's a fella on the back just like hanging out on the tardigrade. Look at that. Yeah, good color combo. Great feel to it. Love the glitter and the sparkles. Yeah, very nicely done. Look at that. And also the sunglasses too. Beautimus tardigrade. Very chic with the sunglasses. I don't know if it's hair or a fluffy pom-pom hat. I can see both. I think I'm going to defer to fluffy pom-pom hat. But I do enjoy the possibility if that was hair. Because then all of a sudden it looks like a grandma. If it's a fuzzy pom-pom hat, it's not. But otherwise, it might look like a grandma, which makes me smile. Guys, the next one is Lodoch. Lodoch last year joined us, making a CV, or curriculum vitae, or resume for a fruit fly. This year, Lodoch made one for the tardigrade. So guys, Lodoch did James Pond resume build, and the resume build is, are we gonna hire the illustrious James Pond to work somewhere for us? It's a great question. I'm glad you've asked. We don't know. So let's go ahead and start evaluating how we feel about James Pond in this particular situation. So I'm going to read this out, y'all. I've zoomed in so I can read it easier. Transparent part-time Twitch survival expert and full-time water bear. I'm 0.69, nice, millimeters in length, and I'm constantly 1 year old. I'm a bit mysterious, but everyone loves me, especially my little feetsies. I have 30 kids. I went to space, but I was not lucky to be chosen on that mission that crashed on the moon. I've also worked at Classified. I wear pants around my pants. Stylish. If you want to know my real name, ask Smikes. I like that little take to it. Contact, nationality, Cambrian. Address, just a pond in Belint and Lita's backyard. Contact, just right to Belint. Lita might answer first, though. Also, please ask them to give me more algae. I'm hungry. Education. Bachelor in Resilient Studies. MIT, Microbial Institute of Tardigrades. Studied how extreme survive extreme conditions. I got honors in the courses Extreme Cold, Vacuum of Space, and Radiation. A good mix of stuff right there. Masters in Intelligent Microspionage. Microspionage? Microscopinage. Yes. Biotech Camouflage. Master mission to infiltrate the ISS and redacted. PhD in astronomy, astromicrobiology, and extremophile sciences. ISS, the Institute of Space Survival. Specialized in nano survival in a vacuum and tardigrade biology. Thesis project, staying alive. Mechanisms of extremophile radiation under extreme radiation. Skills. Surviving extreme environments, asexually reproducing, not eating or drinking for decades. Performs well under pressure. Literally. Experience. A part-time streamer, 2022 to present. 126th of SciAnts streams. Buster joined us this year. Entertaining, educating on my species. I'm a spy, classified to present. I'm on a very important mission to redacted. I've already said too much. Never mind. Astronaut, 2007, 2011, 2021. I was sent to space many times to study how I survive. We all know going to space makes you an astronaut. I like, Lodoch, that you put cited papers in the various years as well. Very well done. ESA's Photon M mission wanted to look at my survival rate. It was 68%. STS-13 mission in the ISS study the effects of cosmic radiation and microgravity. NASA sent us to the ISS to study how our genes would adapt to space and the environments. Likes, pants around my pants. Plants and algae, plants and bacteria, plants and other tardigrades. Being tardy is something that I like as a tardigrade. Playing dead to scare Blent. Water are all likes. Dislikes or disasslothment. Dislikes, nematode, amoebas, larvae, they like to eat me. Lack of moisture, sustained heat, Blent not paying me for my feetsies photos. Listen, Lodoch, listen, that we don't need to talk about that last one, all right? We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that last one. Lodoch, this is wonderful. Very, very clever use. Of integrating scientific facts and publications and when, like, what the science was done on them. Extremophile survival, very nicely outlined. The theses projects. I like the Cambrian nationality, right? I really also like how you weaved in the skills in a funny way, as well as likes and dislikes, and then also alluded to the character as well as the community. So a lot of inside science jokes, or SciAnts jokes, I should say, but also very educational. Like, it's a very, very nice mix of funny, silly, and you're learning a lot from it. Very well done, Lodoch. The cutie patootie tardigrades here, like up top, and then also the spy images. I thought that was really funny. Also, just here too, like the nice dish of tardigrades, as well as the algae, and then, of course, the disasslothment. Like, all right, next up, Andreanoart. Good lord. Andrea, holy heck. Andrea, this is wonderful. Oh my god. And y'all, she did this afternoon. She didn't even, like, this was not this was this afternoon that she did this. Am I wearing pants in this? I don't know. Guys, this is Andreanoart. This is all Andrea, I'm assuming graphite. I'm assuming this is graphite. Ma'am, the tardigrade shading, that's the thing that you give me. The shading, every time you do your shading work, is absolutely incredible. A ballpoint pen, really? Blew it out of the water again, ma'am. You also have Lita's like cowgirl shoes Like right on point. Have you seen her shoes? She actually owns a pair of, she wears a pair of shoes like that on the daily. On the daily, she wears a pair of shoes like that. You nailed Munchkin's hair, Andrea. Munchkin looks like Munchkin. Lita looks like Lita. I look like me. You even have my watch. Munchkin looks just like Munchkin. On point, she looks like Munchkin. And Buster, yeah, he looks like Buster. He does look like Buster Brown. Look at that. It's beautiful work. And speaking of love, guys, the next entry from the SciAnts Art Gala. I'm going to read you all the story of this. POV, you're a microorganism and James Pond has found you in the moss. And this is by Queen of the Caseys, Queen of the Snow, Queen of the Arts, you know it, future Twitch ambassador kaseysnowart did this piece right here. You are the microorganism you are being peered in on. Casey, the aspect of this reminds me a little bit of the fruit fly. Do you remember the fruit fly piece that you did that was like towering over the city? It kind of has that same feel of like being, you know, like we being as the viewer as tiny as it's like coming over to us. Yeah, Otter, this is great work. It also has like the algae feel of it, like the algal colors. It also, Casey's very brilliant when it comes to lighting effects, and so it again kind of has the sense of it's see-through, but maybe has some stuff in its gut, which is why there's some green hues to it. It turned out really, really well, Casey. Really, really beautiful work. Normally, guys, she's saving the Vaquita. But this time, she saved a gosh darn tardigrade. Yeah. Casey, this is wonderful, madame. Absolutely brilliant work. Yeah. Guys, the next one is GMRKitty. The description, Tardigrade James Pond. Guys, this is GMRKitty's piece. Tardigrade James Pond as Jammy in Jammies. Jammy in Jammies. There is GMRKitty's Beacons link, and here is the shout out for the lovely GMRKitty, aka GMRKitty. I say GMR because y'all, for the longest time, I was confused by GMRKitty's name because GMR is a cell death protein in fruit flies, and so I saw her name and I'm like, oh, cell death protein. And then it turns out, no, it stands for gamer. And apparently, to add insult to injury, the fact that I can't read, apparently it's Jamie in Jammies, not Jammy in Jammies. Y'all see that there's a pattern here. Apparently, there's like reading issues when it comes to funny words. GMRKitty, love it. It is super cute patootie, and thank you for putting it into a unicorn. I feel like the unicorn was the best thing to put James into. I don't know why, but I get a sense that he loves unicorns. I get a strong sense that he loves unicorns. Beautiful art piece. Also, I know, GMRKitty, I know. But the mouth is, again, well done. I like your take on the mouth. It fits in your design, and it's a different take on the mouth than we've seen before. Excellent work. Guys, GMRKitty, wonderful artiste extraordinaire. Thank you for the GMRKitty. I also like the, what was this, digital or by hand? What did you? You may have said, and I may have even read it. No, it was not. Did you? Was this digital? Look at the feel of this, y'all. It almost has like a cloth-like feel to it. Look at that. Whatever tool you use, GMRKitty, Procreate. Okay, I love the pens that you used. Great work. Very lovely textures to it. Great texture on this. Very nice. That's GMRKitty's piece, y'all. Gamer heckin' Kitty. And guys, that is the 2026 SciAnts Art Gala for the Partner Party Versary. Thank you to everyone who participated. Guys, thank you all again for participating in the wonderful SciAnts Art Gala 2026. 2026 SciAnts Art Gala themed tardigrade. Big clap to y'all because it showcases how incredibly talented this community is. Like, y'all are the best.